I blink rapidly as the spotlights come on across the stage. It's a full house tonight, and I have to admit, I'm a little nervous. Unlike Axel and Jackson, I get a touch of stage fright. Even Locke, who's a little quieter and more reserved, doesn't seem to get nervous before we perform. I guess it's because I've never been super comfortable in crowds, and ever since our first tour, Jack and the Spades has blown up. Of course, I'm happy and excited, but that excitement has an edge of nervousness that lies heavy at the bottom of my stomach on our second-to-last performance of our second tour. I had thought that the DC concert was big, but the one near Dallas surpasses it completely. There are people standing wall to wall in the venue, a big concert hall, instead of a dive bar this time. The bar is upstairs, too, and I'm a little disappointed I didn't grab a beer like Axel and Locke did. Jackson, as usual, is sticking to his ginger ale, and I, for one, am proud of him. Ever since he met his wife Zoe, who became our stylist, he's been so much happier and healthier. All of the Spades are tied down now, and they couldn't be happier about it. All except me. I sigh and adjust the strap of my bass guitar, and the noise alerts Axel, who raises a dark blonde eyebrow at me. "You good, Sammy?" he asks, and I plaster on a smile and a nod. It's not like I'm dying to settle down and get married since I'm only 28, but it kind of sucks that all my bandmates, who are more like brothers, all have a pretty girl cheering them on from the crowd and children waiting at home, and I don't have anybody. I've been so busy with the tours and helping Axel manage the social media that I haven't had time for women, and even before, there were only a few flings in high school and several one-night stands after I joined the Spades. The Spades groupies are a wonderful bunch, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it feels hollow and empty when they're gone when I wake up, disoriented from the travel and so many hotels. Usually, I look out into the crowd and pick out one of the girls to sing to, because that's just how I work. I may get around a little bit when it comes to women, but at the same time, I never juggle more than one at a time. I'm a one-woman man, just like my father. He and my mother have been married for 30 years, and he's never so much as looked at another woman. I guess deep down, that's what I want. Someone special to come home to. Gemma's front and center, holding her ever-present filthy martini, and Zoe's right next to her, linking her arm through her best friends and making goo-goo eyes at Jackson. They're the most recently married, and they're a little disgusting. I roll my eyes at Jackson cooing and winking at Zoe, but I can't help smiling. Locke's a little more reserved, just grinning at Gemma from behind his drum set. Harley's backstage waiting for Axel, because he's brought her and their little girl Jazz along for the tour. I look around for a girl to focus on as Locke begins the percussion. The beginning of the song is just drum and lead guitar, so my part isn't until about halfway through.